And you're welcome back to the show. Now, welcome boost for North Clare's hospitality scene has seen 3 long-closed pubs and restaurants reopen during April and May. Cassidy's and Carran Kilshanny House, now trading as The Hedgerow, and Bofey Quinns have all returned to business after extended closures. And we are joined now in studio by Kieran O'Halloran of Bofey's in Quin and by Robbie Cassidy of Cassidy's and Carran. And on the line we have Sarah Hanrahan of The Hedgerow. And you're all very welcome to the show. It's been, it sounds like a busy and exciting time, Kieran. How does it feel to have the business open again and welcoming customers again?
It's been amazing. The first of all, the support that we've got from the village, over the last, we'll say 4, 5, 6 months before we even opened. There's great anticipation for Bofey Quinns to open. I know the pub back in the 80s. I would have had a couple of sneaky pints in there, watching the hound dogs, playing in there. So maybe we might do something with them again. Who knows? We'll revive them. But it's great. It's just wonderful to have the place open. It's completely refitted out and. We're doing our best so far.
Are you relaunching with a no sneaky pints policy now, though?
No, yeah. We're all grown. Yeah, we're all grown up now. We're all grown up now. But I I would just like to mention that none of this would have happened. There's 3 local couples who made this happen. There was Tom and Lillian Howard, and John and Marie Delan, and Charles and Rishanda Walsh. So just to mention them there, it was a project for the village it's for all involved at the moment. It's the business is it's not to make, we'll say, a huge amount of money for anybody involved.
It's about the part it plays in the local community, I guess.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And look, you clearly had a prior connection with Bofey's, and I'm guessing, Robbie, from your surname, there's a big connection with Cassidy's and Carran.
There is, yeah. I guess we're coming on to the 7th generation, is my understanding of what it is at the moment, of Cassidy's and Carran. So we're around since 1797.
That's phenomenal link, isn't it?
It is. It's good. Like it's nice to be back. Obviously, we've been closed for the last couple of years because just been challenging, and my parents had stepped back from it. Obviously, a result of a lot of things that had gone on at the time with COVID and that. So it's been nice to step in and kind of reinvigorate the place and get the community back around. So it's been huge, and really enjoying it so far.
Very good. And Sarah Hanrahan, let's bring you in now. What's been involved in getting the hedgerow back up and running?
Good morning, Alan. Thanks for having us on there. So I suppose we bought Kilshanny House there a couple of years back, and we've been slowly kind of just making our plans and getting things ready in place, and then started just renovations and restoration of the beautiful old stone building, and so we did a lot of refitting and renovated an upstairs restaurant space into guest rooms, and then redesigned the bar and restaurant area. So there's been a fair amount of work to do there, and to open there I'd say just gone 3 weeks ago. So so we're delighted to actually get the doors open, and Kieran was saying, we have had a lot of local support, which has been brilliant, and just delighted to see people coming in, enjoying good food and few drinks, and the rooms are just live now for booking as well. So everything going well so far.
And with the rebrand from Kilshanny House to the Hedgerow, are you retaining an element of the offering Kilshanny House, or are you trying to really change it up beyond just renaming the place?
I suppose we just wanted to create our own sort of identity, and just to define ourselves more as a restaurant than like a pub as such, and then guest house, and sort of more food focused, and just to kind of define that it's under new ownership, and the kind of, we'd be more like the Hedgerow name is all about us being local, seasonal and that was kind of part of what we're about. So Killian, my husband, he is the chef, and I botanist by trade. So that's the marriage of the two of us together with bringing our own interest and skills to the place.
Very good. And it sounds like you've additional help on board there as well. Probably not with getting the hedgerow back up and running, but just to bring Kieran and Robbie back in. Kieran, there must have been challenges, I don't know, significant or otherwise, in getting Bofey's back up and running. If so, what were they?
No, you know what? I'm gonna
it was plain sailing, was it?
I'm going to break all the rules here. It was very. I mean, it was stressful. But opening any business is going to be stressful. Yeah. But because of, I think, of the investment and that side seemed to go quite smoothly. Now, when we did open, then it gets back to the issues where it becomes the reality, the staffing issues, the this, the that. So these are where I think it's the same for everybody else. These are where your issues.
So
are.
It's a case of look, I'm sure the local community be delighted that Bofey's is back, but we know from covering it extensively on Morning Focus, hospitality, there are difficulties there, and I suppose that you could kind of. Robbie, that's a consideration for you guys as well at Cassidy's. It's great to bring Cassidy's back, and as you say, 7 generations, and hopefully you'll continue into 8th and 9th generation and so on. But to be in this business, be it staffing and other issues and the costs that businesses in your sector can face, these are, I guess, foremost in your mind too.
Yeah, absolutely. There's, I guess, obviously the investment of getting it up and going again after being closed for so long. Now there was a guy who stepped in there last year and ran it himself outside of the family, and I think that it was obvious then that in such a rural place that it can be a challenge to get staff, obviously to get people around, then to get the word out there, and I guess just to get people back around for it. But challenges wise, it was a bigger undertaking than I had initially expected. Yeah. But it's been an enjoyable process, and I've had a huge amount of help as well. That's the thing, like I wouldn't be able to do it without, let's say, my family behind me, the people in the community coming up and supporting, people dropping up everything, like even small things, bringing bags of turf, cutting timber, showing up, coming, like having family parties there. It's been huge.
That must give you hope that, because Cassidy's was around for so long, and the local community have been mucking in and rolling up their sleeves to get it back up and running, that they're going to frequent it on a quite regular basis and keep it afloat.
It seems,
or at least play their part.
Absolutely, yeah. And we wouldn't be there without them. There's a reason that we're there so long, and it's because the people around us have been huge in helping us keep it going.
Okay, well look, all we can do is wish all three of you very well. Great to see, talk about positivity within hospitality, and well done, and Godspeed to all three of you. Robbie Cassidy of Cassidy's and Kieran O'Halloran from Bofey's and Quin. Kieran, best of luck to you. Currafin. And Sarah Hanrahan, it'll help the business if people go to the right location. And Sarah Hanrahan of The Hedgerow as well, formerly Kilshanny House. Thanks very much to all three of you for joining me on Morning Focus.